Ethereum is once again in the spotlight. In the last 20 days, ETH has surged from a cycle low of about $1,420 to over $1,800. That's a solid recovery from the bottom, but here's the catch. It's expected to rise by nearly 15% within the next 5 days. If the forecast holds, Ethereum could be trading near $2,080 by May 4th. That would mark one of its strongest short-term moves this year. At its all-time high in November 2021, Ethereum was trading close to $4,900. Right now, it's trading at less than half of that. Despite the recent price bump, the sentiment around Ethereum remains bearish. Out of 32 technical indicators, more than two-thirds are signaling a downtrend. But here's where it gets interesting. The broader crypto market sentiment is still sitting in the greed zone, according to the Fear and Greed Index. That means investors are generally optimistic, even if technical suggests caution for Ethereum. The Relative Strength Index is hovering around 55, which is considered neutral. That means ETH is not currently overbought or oversold. Even in a shaky market, Ethereum is making major moves behind the scenes. The upcoming Pectra upgrade, scheduled for May 7th, is one of the most important updates this year. It will improve wallet usability, allow validators to increase staking amounts, and implement 11 Ethereum improvement proposals in total. These changes are aimed at making Ethereum smoother for both users and developers, especially as more institutions explore Ethereum-based infrastructure. At the same time, Ethereum is leading the way in the tokenized real-world asset trend. BlackRock's Build Fund, which is available across multiple blockchains, sees the vast majority of its activity on Ethereum. In March alone, it paid out over $4 million in dividends, with more than $3.5 million of that going to Ethereum investors. Since the fund launched, over 90% of total payouts have gone through Ethereum, making it the dominant chain for tokenized securities. Ethereum may be volatile in the short term, but from staking to real-world finance, it continues to build one of the strongest cases in crypto. Looking further ahead, CoinCodex's year-end prediction sees Ethereum reaching as high as $3,000 per coin, and some voices in the community are even more bullish. According to a recent post by Crypto Elites, Ethereum may have already hit its bottom, his next targets. First $3,000, then $5,000, and eventually $10,000.